Hey, and welcome to Hoofwave. This is our podcast that we do not every week, whenever we get a chance. Today is the 4th of November, 2014. And today, as always, I've got with me Navin and Max.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
And then our special guest today, also on the Hoofwave team, is Doug TheSlorg.
Good day.
It is a good day. Very, very good day in Hoofwave.
It is a good day to live and podcast.
Yeah. Extremely. So you got
I hate today.
Jesus. You got a brief summary of what's going to happen today?
We're going to be talking a little bit about updates on how the making of Season 5 is going. We're going to be talking about some stuff that's going on in the community, some merchandise stuff, and some just general, riffing off that. We'll see whatever we feel like getting onto.
I'm going to play Pop Pony Maker, and I'm going to make the best pony. That's what I'm doing.
That's going to get added into the video, probably.
I hope so.
Oh, God.
It's the 4th of November, so 5 days ago was Halloween or Nightmare Night. Did you guys get up to anything funny related?
Well,
anything
I'm Australian, so I don't celebrate American holidays.
Actually, you're Sri Lankan.
As the American, oh, that's right. I did dress up for Halloween.
I am as Australian as you. I was born in the Sydney hospital, mate.
I was born in the Launceston Hospital, so you're more Australian than I am.
There you go.
I was born in San Diego, so come October 31st, it's my right to dress up as something and do something. So I went through all the effort and put on a Lulu hat.
Oh my God.
And said I was Lulu. And then I went to the good games, and I went into the good games, and then they said my contest costume was bad, and the costume contest people said no, and I got sent home without a cookie.
Aww.
Well, I'm also an American. And I grew up in Detroit.
Yeah.
And for Halloween, I did nothing. I sat at home and played video games. That's about it.
Okay.
No, in all seriousness, I played Magic. I went to Friday Night Magic, played Magic, and lost the costume contest because I didn't put enough effort into it.
Well, I actually went to a Nightmare Night party with a bunch of bronies, and lots of people got drunk, and it was really funny. And there were people dressed up as ponies and Ghostbusters, and we played pony-related games. Fighting is magic, that's still a thing. I didn't know that people were still working on that.
They're not technically.
That the original team isn't.
Oh, yeah.
But there are people
like
who are
random
still...
fans working on it.
Yeah, it's the tribute edition, I think, technically.
Something like that.
Can I go back a tick and talk about Detroit?
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
I know, no, yeah, you're saying yeah, but how much do you follow the Gridirons?
Ooh.
I don't know what... Is that, like, football?
Is that a cricket
American
team?
football, yes.
Okay, not at all.
I've been following the only team that's worth following, which is the Bengals. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to go on to a tirade about how much the Detroit Lions suck, but seeing as that's not going to be necessary today, I think we're all right.
Yeah, we're good.
Also, I think the Packers beat the Bengals this year.
No, they haven't played yet.
Oh, didn't they? I thought that was week 3.
No, not that I'm aware of.
I'm going to look this up. If I'm wrong, I want this edited out of the podcast.
Well, staying
Not
in.
a chance.
Too late.
But if I'm right, I want, like, victory celebration music in the background. Anyways, you can continue on with whatever it is you wanted to talk about.
Get the sound clip from Gromp Birthday Party from Halo and just loop that.
Scores week.
Yay!
I don't care about.
Yay!
But yeah, no, Bengals are good this year, so I can respect a Bengal fan.
Is there a horse team? And do they
there's
suck as much
The
as I
Colts,
think
and
they
they're
do?
amazing.
The Colts are amazing, and the Broncos are amazing.
There we go.
They're Queensland.
So there are 2.
Okay, that's surprising.
On the Broncos, Queensland.
And just verified,
Yeah.
the Packers and Bengals have not played this year.
Who the heck did they play?
Um,
Oh, maybe I'm getting confused with the Dolphins.
All the animal names.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big
Every
difference.
team name's better than the Browns.
yes.
You being racist?
No. If I was going to be racist, I'd point out the Redskins.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is that different to the rednecks?
Calm down.
Did much worse. Oh, well.
Oh,
Alright, I'm
wow.
wrong.
Jesus.
Alright. That was a nice little tangent.
That was a really weird tangent. Okay, well, I might as well bring it up. So, Hoofwave is diversifying a little bit. And we're having on
Are
a
we
few more
hiring
shows.
members of the Browns?
Yeah, why not? We're also hiring TheSlorg to read fan fiction for us on Fridays.
I apologize in advance.
Can I just get in now and request that you read something that I write at some point?
Oh, I'll do. Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to it.
I want one day to write like something decent and then write something just awful, which I am actually really good at, and then get
Well,
to read them back to back.
As the writing expert, I suppose, here, make sure you don't fall in between. If you're gonna go bad, make sure it's really bad. But if you're gonna go good, make sure it's good too.
I have had quite a bit of practice at making just horrible, absolutely horrible fics.
Everyone can
Because-
make it bad fic, though. The skill comes in making an entertaining bad fic. Like, anyone can go, Rainbow, OC, Celestia, Luna, whatever, marries Sonic, adopts Scootaloo, and saves Equestria from, like, the Fedora.
I read that one.
To be fair,
It's good fic, good fic.
all of the bad fics that I've written, actually one of them I decided that I was going to write a fan fiction about the Beards, and so, like, it wasn't actually about the Beards, but I put every Beards album and every Beards song ever into the fic.
Now, that is how you do a good bad fanfic right there. I would read that in a heartbeat, and while stroking my beard, just happy with life.
I enjoy listening to the Beards while I shave.
Have you had the opportunity, like, to see them live yet?
I haven't. They came to Launceston, but you had to be 18 or over to go to the concert.
It was I got to see them live, and it was beautiful because I got to the front, and I was the only one in the front with a beard. So in between each song, they would just come down and start stroking it. It's a good night.
God.
I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to have another man stroke my beard.
Well, even if you weren't, it's the Beards.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Although, actually, I am feeling tangenty as hell today, but this reminds me of something that I really cannot stand about the show. So we're actually talking pony related right now.
Hey.
Why the hell are there so many ponies with facial hair?
Why not?
Because it looks horrible.
Especially on the females.
You're saying that
Yes. I was about to say, like, picture Applejack. Now picture Applejack with a giant handlebar mustache.
I'm pretty sure that's been done.
Well, yeah. But you
I'm
can also
pretty
say
sure that has
picture
been done.
Michelle Obama, and then picture Michelle Obama with a giant handlebar mustache.
And then we have the next president of the United States. It works on her. Doesn't work on Applejack.
It is
I'm
amazing.
pretty sure there is a picture of Applejack beard somewhere.
It is amazing how quickly those images came to mind as well.
I know, like, you said it, and all I could think about was that, like, short comic. It was like, by Celestia's beard. And then all the main six, like, yar. They all have beards. It's funny.
I'm
I've been thinking-
gonna brave the Google,
I wouldn't.
and I'm gonna look for Applejack with a handlebar mustache.
I'm pretty sure it's been done.
I bet, like, the 15th result is going to be something inappropriate.
Wow, you're feeling conservative today.
I'm gonna say
It's
12.
like, oh,
Ooh,
I'm
looks
not
like
gonna-
we've got a bit of a competition on our hands.
I'm not gonna-
Oh wow, actually it's nah. Well, there's oh, I guess that counts as an adult image because I can't see any other reason why that would be drawn except for as a fetish. But it's not technically adult.
Not technically, not safe for work.
No.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
What are we
point is there's like
doing?
several pictures of Applejack with him. Yes.
See, I told you. It's been done.
Yeah.
It's all been done.
I want to see Nab's current profile picture with a handlebar mustache.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to ask Kez.
No, I'll just MS Paint one on there after the
Jesus,
podcast.
please. Please, no.
MS Paint is the greatest tool known to man. I
I
love it so very much.
want to meet the dev team for it and, you know, hurt them.
Have you seen some of the like actually incredible art that people have made in MS Paint?
Yeah.
Like, there's the crappy 2-minute stuff that I do, and then there's like someone made a photorealistic Santa Claus in Microsoft Paint.
Oh yeah, there's heaps of people who do like mad art and paint. It has some functions that is really simple and easy to use.
Mm.
Yeah. So, moving on, since we're supposed to be talking about Slorg.
Oh yeah, hey, Slorg.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. So, you should probably tell us a bit about yourself and what you do in the fandom.
Oh, okay. Well, I am, of course, TheSlorg. I got into writing fan fiction 2012, January 2012. Been on fanfiction for a while. Fairly recently, well, actually, it's been over a year. I was been an AQD pre-reader, so yeah, that's good times. Written quite a few stories. I've gotten onto Equestria Daily, and now I just sit most of my time staring at the screen, watching my eyes bleed. So yeah.
Watching your eyes
Yep.
bleed.
Think about
Way to
that.
live.
Think about that.
Didn't you say you're working on like 5 different fan fictions at the
I
moment?
am working on 5 different fan fictions at the moment. Interestingly enough.
Would you like to tell us about them?
Yes, I would absolutely love to tell you guys about them and everyone else. Let's see. Oh, well, for one, this is something that is not recommended for everybody to do if you're getting into writing fan fiction and whatnot, because writing any more than one at a time is relatively difficult and painstakingly, takes a lot of time. However, for me, I write so often, and like I have very little time to actually write, so it helps to have multiple things to write about. Some of them are sad, some of them are funny, and if you get in the mood to write a funny story, you've got something to write. If you get in the mood to write something else, you got something else to write. Anyways, one of the stories is called To Dream Again. This was actually the result of a My Little Pony Connect 4 challenge for writing fan fiction. I beat someone in Connect 4, and the rules were the 4 ponies that you win with, you have to put in a fanfic of some kind. So that's the result of that. Another one, Still Imaginary. It's a sequel to Imaginary, which has been said to be far, far sadder than My Little Dashie, even by people who don't know any better. Another one, The Kindness of Death, in which Fluttershy accidentally kills Death and has to take his place.
Oh,
So that will be interesting.
God.
Yeah. What else do I got? Worlds Apart, which is just a sequel to Ponyfall Australia, which is became kind of infamous around the middle of 2012. It was actually, for a time there, Ponyfall was synonymous with humanized ponies, because it started out as sort of a wish fulfillment kind of thing. Some of the other authors, basically it's a giant collaboration of authors writing about humanized ponies who end up on Earth, and it self-inserts as well, which is fantastic.
I've read that one.
It's not as bad as it sounds, but yeah. And then basically the whole idea was, okay, here's your pony, that's it, go write about it. So
Which one did you have? For that?
I actually was the first author to get 2 ponies, because nobody wanted Fluttershy.
oh.
And I was I was in shock. I was like, why doesn't anybody want Fluttershy? Like, she's the one that needs it the most, because, rejecting Fluttershy. What's up with that? But I had Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy were my two ponies. That was good times. But Ponyfall Australia is finished. Worlds Apart is the sequel. And the final one that I'm still writing, after multiple years of writing, is Lyra's Ultimate Item Emporium, in which Lyra ends up with a huge debt that she owes to Iron Will and the company that he works for, and she has to convert her home into an item shop with Bon Bon. So, yes.
Ah, you told me about this one on the train.
So it's
another one I've actually checked out before, and it's good.
It's based off of the video game named Reciteer, which is actually a fantastic freaking game. If you can find it on Steam, download it now. Absolutely, don't care what it costs. Buy it at full price. Buy the soundtrack too if you can. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I'm writing at the moment. I'm sure actually there's probably 10 more that are in the those early stages. But yeah.
So, like, out of the stories you've written though, like so far, which one have you gotten like the most positive feedback from?
Most positive feedback, that can be taken in a couple of different ways, because with Imaginary, which doesn't have the most views, doesn't have the most likes or the most comments, but I'd say a good estimate, 70% of the comments are people who told me thank you for making me cry. It's it's one of those stories that it's sad. It has sort of a happy, sad vibe at the end, but it hit a lot of people really, really hard. And a lot of these people, they wrote in the comments and said, I haven't really cried in the last, say, 5 years or 10 years or however long it's been. I had people saying, my grandmother died. I didn't shed any tears, even though I was sad. My dog died. This sort of stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
A lot of different sort of things, with things that could make people cry. But that's the thing, is a lot of people these days, they don't really cry, or if they do, it's not as often as when you're a bit younger. And yeah, they were thanking me for making them cry, because they really connected with the characters that are in there and what happened to them, and they could relate because it's written in a realistic sense. Sure, this is, it involves around Pinkie Pie visiting a little girl in the human world. But despite the fact that Pinkie Pie's there, it was written in a way that, it could actually happen. Not that Pinkie Pie is real. Well, I wish she was, but can't be helped. But yeah, it was written in a very real, very visceral sort of way, and that to me is high praise. If I can get someone to thank me for making them cry, that's pretty high praise.
Cool. I'm not sure I ever want to meet the person who won't cry when their dog dies, but will cry because of a Pinkie Pie fic. But that's just my unnatural hatred for that character. So, fair enough.
I think I'm going to have to take up the challenge as soon as we finish this.
Why are you going to go?
Because I'm similar to a lot of those
Let your
comments.
dog
I haven't.
and not cry, and then cry when you read Slorg's fanfic.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, if I'm going to take a challenge from any of Slog's fics, I have to say I'll have to try and read The Day My Beard Turned Into Pinkie Pie and not have nightmares. That's my challenge, because that I cannot think of. Why is that in comedy and not in Shakespearean tragedy?
The day My Beard Turned into Pinkie Pie is Dusty Cat approved. So he has, as a biker himself, he has read through the story and he enjoyed it. So.
I just no. Maybe if my beard were to turn into any other character, I'll take Twist or Diamond Tiara over Pinkie.
You really do not like her.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
I
I do
know,
not.
I know a lot of people who find her annoying, but like, you really don't like her.
Yeah.
You like Scootaloo. Like, what do you expect?
Scootaloo is
Hey.
everything Pinky is not.
Hey, mate.
A
They're
failure?
both horses.
You just in Scootaloo?
Ooh.
You
Yeah,
think
mate.
that, but there's enough fanfics of Scootaloo being a changeling out there that I'm starting to question it.
Jesus.
I wrote a fic about Pinkie Pie being a changeling.
Oh.
And it made a lot of sense.
I wrote a story about a changeling who was a changeling.
What?
Yeah.
If only in my dreams.
Yes.
I wrote a story.
Me
I did my
too.
research.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Well, like, sort of segueing off topic. So, TheSlorg here is going to be doing a Friday night fanfiction show with us. At this current time, I'm still deciding whether I want it live streamed or shoutcasted or just pre-recorded and uploaded at night. So, that is a detail that may or may not change in the future and should be coming out within the next few weeks.
Huzzah.
And what do you think? Weekly or bi-weekly? How fast can you read fanfiction?
Well, actually, I'm notoriously slow at reading fan fiction. So I'm one of those guys who will sit back in bed and just slowly, word by word, get every little detail of that story, and then like fall asleep after about 5 minutes. So
2 sentences later,
yeah, you
and one two sentences later, and a well-slept night's hi, what?
well look, these
Pass.
days speed reading seems to be the rage. You know, everybody's I burned through this story so fast, and I'm one of the old school guys. I'm like, I want to know every little detail. I don't want to skip any single word. I want to visualize the whole thing and be there with the characters.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
going on with that, I guess. What is your favorite fanfic?
My favorite one, you know what? There's one. It's a bit of a tie, but I think Changelings Don't Get Cutie Marks by Mel is number one, simply because Our Equestria by Nonagon was canceled. If Nonagon had continued that story, it would be by far the number one story on my list. Changelings Don't Get Cutie Marks. Really good story, very, very sort of slice of lifey, little changeling, a little bit of cooking involved. I don't want to give too much away, but it is really nice, cute, simple story. Very quick and easy to read too. It's only about 4,000 words. Our Equestria, on the other hand, is about as epic as you can get. It's apparently a crossover with some sort of anime series, but basically all the fillies in Ponyville are tasked to operate this gigantic robot pony to fight off monsters and save Equestria, more or less. And again, I can't give away too much, but it was so good. The characters were written fantastically. I have never liked reading about Diamond Tiara in any story except this one, and I loved it. And I really wish that the author would have continued it, but he gave up. So
Okay.
yeah.
Any words of encouragement for aspiring authors out there?
Yeah, don't give up. I've said this at conventions before, but you have to be ready to take negative feedback, because you're going to get it regardless of how good you are. Even if you're a fantastic author who is almost spot on everything that you write, you're still going to get negative feedback, even if it's just by trolls who just want to get a reaction out of you. However, that's not I'm not saying that you're worse than you think you are. Sometimes you will be, sometimes you won't be, but you will improve with time. Do not give up, because as Ryan K. Lindsay told me, he's one of the writers for the MLP micro series, the Rainbow Dash one. He said you have to write something like 10,000 pages of absolute garbage before you even begin to start really getting good. But if you put in the time, you will get there, and you'll be able to just make fantastic stories, and everyone, well, not everyone, but most people will love them, and it's great. So don't give up.
Words from TheSlorg.
Yes. Alright. One more question that I can think of. Best main 6 pony ship.
Oh, boy. I hope we all get to answer this one.
I have a reason for asking TheSlorg this, and I'll explain after he answers
Main
it.
6, does it have to be like main 6, like 2 of the main 6 together?
Main 6 on main
Oh,
6. Main 6 on main 6.
Oh god. How about none of them?
It can't. You got to choose 2. There's a reason for
Alright,
this.
well I'll tell you my reasonings for saying none, but then I'll you know, since you're forcing me, I'll choose 2. The reason I say none, you know, no homophobia or anything here, but it is so out of character for any of them. And I am a stickler with this, and I swear to God, if I see anything that comes by my desk at EQD, I will slap a rejection on it immediately unless you give me a damn good reason why those 2 are together. So, if it's out of character, it's an automatic no. That said, I could see, let me see, who would actually go good together, because we've got the typical, you know, Dash and Applejack, Apple Dash, but
Rary Jack.
those 2, like, Apple Dash just doesn't work for me, because they're too similar.
Yep.
They're too similar. You get 2 people who are too similar, and something's gonna go wrong, like, real quick. Now I'm overthinking this. Well, you got me thinking about freaking ships now. What's wrong with you?
Excellent.
Sail ships, cruise ships.
All right.
Tugboats.
So one
Dinghies.
one that
Canoes.
ones that would actually work.
Kayaks.
I've got. Okay, never mind.
Jet ski? No, wait.
See, now I'm thinking Applejack, but only because, like, and this is getting off on a tangent as well, but Applejack, I think, if you absolutely had to have a relationship,
Had to ship her with someone, it would be her
No.
brother. Wait a
yeah,
minute.
no, if you had to have a relationship with any of the main 6, Applejack would be by far the best to go with, because she would drive you crazy. She wouldn't drive you as crazy as any of the other ones would. She's the most normal. So Applejack,
Yeah.
Applejack's definitely one of them, and I would ship her totally. It's gotta be main 6. Great. You know what? Fluttershy. Applejack and Fluttershy.
All right. Applejack and Fluttershy. Now,
Alright.
Appleshy. The reason why I'm asking this is because I mentioned before there's that pony pop maker game thing I was going to
Yeah.
be doing.
Oh, God.
Well, the first thing you do is create an abomination by slapping 2 of the ponies together.
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
So I am making the physical incarnation of Appleshy right now.
Even though that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense,
We
but
can dream.
the 2 bodies have been slammed together. This is their... and now... Anyways, I continue on with as you do, but I'm going to make this beautiful.
Alright.
Well, personally, I would see... What, Rary Sparkle? Yeah, why not? Let's call it that. and Harry would probably choose something that interests him, like, I don't know,
Like Applejack and her brother.
Brayburn and Big Macintosh, because he's gay and he's from Tasmania.
I get it.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna have to say Applejack and her hat.
There we go.
Because it makes the most sense.
It does. It does.
I'm just going to straight up say main 6 not compatible. And then, you know, that answer, you weren't allowed to say, yeah.
Hey, wait. How come they get to cop out of it, and I had to answer?
Because I have to make your Appleshy
Right,
abomination.
if you want a real answer, I would have to say Rainbow Dash and Twilight, only because a friend of mine wrote a really cute fic about them.
Hey, you know what? I just
Yeah.
realized something because I'm staring at a picture of her. Apple Bloom actually sort of does look like a mix between Applejack and Fluttershy. Look at her. Shh.
Yeah, I liked was like them when they made Babseed. Someone had some image where it was like the three main six characters, and they just blended together their colors, and they like came up with the same palette as Babs. I was like, oh, it's a clever little nod there. Like her coat is sort of a mix between Apple Bloom's coat, Sweetie Belle's coat, and Scootaloo's coat.
Oh, you can give it stickers.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Does it eat them?
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna make it eat the Band-Aid. Put the Band-Aid in your mouth. Put the Band-Aid in your mouth.
Hey, Slorg, I don't know what the word is. I haven't had enough sleep, but I wanna drop something on you here.
Wow.
Is it heavy?
Yes, it is actually an anvil of promises and
Oh,
hopes and
I can
dreams.
take it.
Okay, I think that, feel free to decline, but I think that you should do some reading today,
Oh,
just to give people a little bit of a preview of what your show is going to be like.
That'd be good.
And I think that either you should read something that you've written of your choice, finished, unfinished, however much of it you like, or you read the Beards story that I wrote one time. That's like 2 pages long.
You really want that story read.
I wanted to get out there into the world.
Oh, do the bids.
Beards or beards? See, I have a beard story too.
You do.
One
I-
time I was shaving my beard and I got caught in the razor.
That hurts. Yeah, it does.
That is the worst. The worst.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
All right, I say we take it to a vote.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So, you three, vote. What do you want me to read?
I want you to read.
The 2-page story.
That seems easier. If you give me a bit of time, I will find you the perfect fanfic to read.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I'd say go with the 2-page story.
All right, bring it on. Do you have it in
Uh-huh.
easy access so I can?
Yeah, it's in my Dropbox, so I'll get the link and shoot it
All
through.
right.
I don't remember if it's actually funny bad or if it's just awful,
Well, if I
because I've only read it once.
well, this is basically a blind reading. So if I start stumbling over
I
the
wrote
words,
this 8 months ago.
if I start stumbling over the words and having to stop and say "What the hell," then yeah.
It can fly.
Okay, that's that.
I can add more ponies.
I either put in bold or in italics, like which bits are the song titles.
What the?
And then there's 3 or 4 chapters, and each chapter title is the name of an album.
Okay, so I've only
I had a
just
friend-
looked at this, right? I've only just opened it up,
Yeah.
and the very first thing I see is he screamed, "No poo!"
I should
No.
probably specify that this was written under the rules that I couldn't backspace at all, and I had to write it as quickly as I could.
Right, and is that a? It is. Is that parentheses within parentheses? Wow. No.
Really? I enjoy doing that, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. This is. Well, I can tell you now. This, if you know, being serious now, if this came across my desk on EQD, it would probably be the quickest rejection I have ever given.
That's how you know
I'm-
you've made it to the big leagues.
I'm
Yes,
so proud.
quicker than my own first story was rejected, because my first story that I ever submitted was rejected without even being read.
I wonder what it was.
It was pretty bad. All right, so this looks like it should be fun. All
This is
right.
gonna be
I'm really
Interesting
excited for this.
podcast.
I'm enjoying the things we're doing.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's good. I
So, just
Oh, I
on
can't-
another note, the first reading you're going to be doing is Half Minute Horses, right?
If you want me to.
Yes, please.
It's now it's about 11,000 words. I don't know how quick
Oh,
that
you
would
could
be.
you could do it over 2 episodes if you want.
Yeah, because the great thing with that particular story is some of the chapters are like 300 words long, so which I don't recommend doing for most people. But this was just that sort of story where you could get away with it. But yeah,
I'm really bad at having chapters that aren't really short. And so usually I have to write the skeletons of the chapter, and then I get to the end of it, and I think, this is like 400 or 500 words long, I need to make this bigger. So I go back in and I fill things out. And make it a lot better.
sad news. The shipping abomination thing, like, you can't actually take an image of it, it's only to print.
Oh.
Don't you
So-
have like push or something?
Yeah, but I've already accidentally deleted it.
Oh wow.
I can give you a visual description of it.
Oh boy. And then
So
I
you
can
get-
create an artistic representation.
Yes. So Applejack's body, Fluttershy's wings, about 6 band-aids covering its face.
Actually, you know who can give us an artistic representation? We have
Yes.
a extremely talented art team.
We do.
Choose one.
I choose Harry and his MS Paint jobs.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll have
Applejack
it
body,
ready.
Fluttershy wings,
You had a choice
Wait a
of
minute.
3 amazing
Bandage
artists.
Wait a
minute,
Space
wait a minute.
Abomination, and you chose Harry.
that sounds like the perfect name for a song. Applejack with Fluttershy wings.
I'll be on
oh
it.
gosh!
I'll be on it. Give me a minute. I'll go right there.
That'd be like a country ballad. About like the singer who's had too much to drink and then he sees the angel girl
Actually,
whatever.
kind of sounds like a
him
Smashing Pumpkins pony fight. Instead of Bullet with butterfly wings.
Oh gosh, I would hate that song.
It'd be a lullaby.
Regardless, back on the half topic, the main was a pink and blonde
Hold on.
afro.
Can you start again so that I can write it down and actually draw this?
Well, it's going to be in the podcast recording.
Yes. Pink
Yeah, but
and
I
blonde
wanna get-
afro,
wanna
and
see
the
if I can
tail is like braided and pink and blonde as well, and all swirled up. And then like about 20 different cutie marks, a wedding ring, and for some reason there are flowers coming off of the wingtips.
Yeah, why not? Sounds pretty legit.
That sounds awful.
Right. I'll have it done by the end of the week.
Sweet.
Oh my God. That is so terrible.
I'm
Well, I'm gonna draw my MS Paint version, and then we should get like a proper person to do
Alright.
one.
Write it down in text form, and then
Yeah, I will. I've written down.
I don't know.
roughly
Give
how
it
far
to
in
either.
the- so.
You got 3 artists to choose from. You know.
Hey, I can art too if I have to. I mean, I've sold magnets. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you sold magnets on DeviantArt?
I mean,
I got
No.
paid $50 for a commission once. That was the one and only time I ever did that.
That's better than anything I've ever done.
I sold a
Oh.
cameo in a Slorg story for $100.
Seriously.
I have. It
That
was
badass.
for charity.
That is
Yeah.
so badass.
Double
In
badass.
fact,
one time I sold a terrible unfinished game for $5.
Was it
Really.
what was it legit?
It was. I did like a game course not through the internet, and I was just messing around with like my project at school, at proper school, and then a friend came over and said he wanted to buy it from me.
There you go.
That is the key to becoming an indie developer. Is to do things like that.
I'm just gonna show you guys an image real quick, like,
Okay.
and this one. 2 people have bought copies of this as a magnet.
Jesus
Must be your magnetic
I
personality.
see what you did there.
You're so close to being fired right now. Like, I would just pull the plug on you right now. It'd be
How
great.
much did you sell these magnets for?
I wasn't even aware I could sell them. So DeviantArt sold them for what looks to be $6.70.
I'm gonna look and see how much. Oh, you only sell magnets. I want to get a mug with this on.
It's a shame that it's only in DeviantArt money.
Yeah, I know. But either way,
The money that's only useful
Oh,
for
that-
buying random Sonic OCs.
That's 671 US. Australian, it is. Oh, I can't check without signing in. That's great.
I am hijacking your show, Harry, so hard right now.
It's okay. You'll just
We'll
go have
accept
another
it.
or something. So, maybe while you're looking that up, we should sort of segue into the state of Australian brony podcasting. Oh boy, this is an interesting topic if there ever was one. Like, what's left now? Us?
I mean, I never knew who there was to begin with. Who did there used to be?
Well, Max
than
had
Australia.
Flankcaster.
Oh yeah,
But now
Yeah.
Max is here.
Yeah.
there was.
I
Australia,
showed Flankcaster who's boss.
And now I probably shouldn't be saying this, so whoever's editing this should probably bleep this out, because I'm pretty sure it's not common knowledge. But Kieran has pretty much stepped down from Australia
I'm
for a
pretty
while.
sure everyone knows that.
And then I got so angry because, like, in the Australia Facebook group, like, Kieran made a post and basically said, I'm stepping down, someone should step up and be the leader for a while. And then frickin' James MCJ Rock was like, I'll do it, I want to be the boss of everything. And that was when I decided to quit Australia.
Well, now it's down to two bad MCs, and well, who else is? I don't. Who is it? Just like Banish and James, or
There's still, like, Libra and Isis have their show that they haven't done for, like, 4 months. Haley was trying to start,
I know
I
details
don't remember
about
what
that.
I don't remember what her show was.
It was going to be a episode review, but there was someone there was reasons she didn't want to do it. Mainly who her co-host would be. So I offer like, hey, just do it on Hoofwave. You can choose. You choose. You don't like a person. I'll tell them to not do it, and then you can choose who you do it with. It's like a win-win. I get an extra show. You gotta do whatever you want to do. It's pretty win-win. But stuff will happen about that later.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Much
formal about
later.
that yet.
Yeah.
Nothing formal. about
Ah, because I'm not
I was about
involved
to say
yet.
that.
it. Yeah. Oh Jesus! It's spreading. The Tasmanian is spreading.
It is. Soon you will grow a second head on the right shin of your leg.
God damn!
Really?
Wow.
Out of all the mutations, that's what you get?
A second head
A
on your
second
right
head
shin,
on the
yeah.
shin.
I mean, it's
That's
different for
disappointing.
everyone.
Does it
but-
bite the shin constantly?
I hope
it,
so.
it depends if it's hungry.
What's wrong with you?
I'd like to think it bites other people's shins if it's not trained enough.
Yeah, that's why I'm single.
What? What? Jesus Christ!
Speaking of which, this is. Do any of you know of Channel Awesome?
Yes.
Okay,
Fortunately, no.
8-Bit Mickey. Do you know him?
Yes.
Okay, so 8-Bit Mickey and I were actually going to have a pony podcast at one point until he went to the Navy.
Aw. That would have been the one that crushes every single other one in existence. That one right there. Ah,
Yeah,
that would have been
Oh
hype.
wait, I remembered another one. There was also there's two more podcasts on Hive Radio. Oh God. There's that new one from that new fellow, Lucas.
Wait, Lucas
called-
Venn?
No, cause Sal was Bronsky. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name.
I
It's
gotta
called
wait one
I'm
sec.
Brony and Proud.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think everyone has. He makes a lot of posts about it in the various Australian brony groups. And then there is also No Hooves Bard, I think it's called, on Hive Radio, which is, I guess, just their exec talking. Which is, I guess, must always be something, like, fun to listen to is Blackjack and crew crap on about whatever it is that Hive Radio even does. I don't know. I think that's really it. Like, between Australia being practically dead and us. Yeah.
And we're
Well-
growing.
We're growing. There's
Exponentially. I like to think I have the best MCs in Australia here, which puts me in pretty big monopoly.
the best MCs.
The best.
I'm the best.
I don't know how I
Standing
gained that
on a
title.
car, fingers in the air.
Well,
Well, my
you're not irritating to listen to, and you're not brain dead. So, you know, it's not hard.
I could give an honest debate for both of those. But that being said,
Well, he is Tasmanian. That's the only good
Ooh.
one.
No, it's good though. I've got 2 brains, so I've always got a backup.
That was a good save. I'll give you that. That was a good save.
what is the size of the ankle brain? Like peanut, walnut, grape nut?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a bit sensitive about the size of my
Ugh.
ankle brain.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
found
you're
another
good
game
to
we can
me.
play.
Oh boy. That's the. I mean, that should be the next thing Hoofwave plays.
Yes, it should be.
Why not?
But
Please.
this isn't a game as much of a trivia,
Oh.
but
Ooh.
I want to put this up for. Well, it's it's one of those which pony are you things, and I want us to do
Oh.
that and see together
We can do it as a group.
as a
yeah,
See
group
which
what
pony
we'll get.
Hoofwave is.
You know what else we should do as a group? We should play board game online
We should.
as a
Yes.
sort of.
And we should play Cards Against Humanity and have an NSFW episode.
I
Oh.
will.
That
I can
actually
put
is
both of
also
those
another
things together.
another good thing that NSFW. Yes, let's talk about that for a second. So, I have a friend. He goes by Colgag.
Brandon.
What?
Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. So, he's gonna be running a little show. Still trying to come up with a name for it. It's going to be basically him talking to a bunch of artists who draw horses doing things that are unbecoming of horses.
Doing things that mummies and daddies do.
Like
on the
procreating.
Discovery Channel.
Just like that one animal song.
The thing I want on that show. That's all I'm going to say. I want on that show.
Yeah.
However, I am down for board games. I'm down for Let's Play things, but both of those aside, we have questions to answer now.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Important questions, like when you're spending time with friends, what do you like to do?
Is this multiple choice?
What,
or-
what are the
It
options?
is, but I want it to be like free range multiple choice.
I like to share a gay time with my friends.
Depends on who the friend is.
Ooh.
Well,
You don't want to share a gay time with just anyone?
I think this one's easy. This one will be tell stories. Because that's what you're going to be doing, is telling stories and reading it out loud.
And you're all my friends.
Yeah, see? I mean, the other options are play games, play dress up, and play outside, which, let's be honest, none of us do.
I've got a fantastic
So,
body for
Hey,
dress
I
up.
went outside once.
I
years
had a
ago.
gay time with Harry. That was
Hello.
fun.
That's me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put tell stories and move on to the next question.
Oh, God.
Here we go. You're dreaming a picture. What do you draw in the sky?
Flames. Oh, wait.
Clouds.
Flames, flaming, rainbows. Rainbows is an option.
Yeah,
Sure, that's close to
yeah.
clouds.
Why not?
We can
Yeah,
shine
rainbows.
like rainbows.
There's also There's also stars, butterflies, and balloons.
I'm gonna go balloons.
I stars.
Wait, hold on. I wonder if there's any imagery going on here. I wonder if there's meaning behind those images.
Butterflies. Oh, I think they're alluding to rarity.
Yeah.
That's
think-
the one with butterflies. Yeah.
I got 3 different answers.
Oh god.
This quiz, you guys are making this quiz hard.
Rainbows.
You're doing
Rainbows.
You're doing one like personality quiz amongst 4 people.
No, look.
Oh my god.
Look,
You're
I have a reason why we should pick stars. It's because we're all stars.
It's too late. Rainbows were picked.
Damn.
You're picking out an outfit. What is your favorite color to wear? I
Rainbow.
bet you can guess what the 6 colors are.
My favorite color to wear is black.
Just like my
Yes,
house.
black. Definitely black.
Black.
It represents my past.
Well, purple's close to black, but it means something completely different.
Magic.
I was actually thinking royalty.
Black. Black. And a
It's
little
also the color of.
black and a little bit of red.
Oh yeah.
Actually, red's on here.
It
for some
represents
Oh,
the pain.
so is red.
Which
agony.
one
I
is?
wonder
Which
red.
of the main 6 is red?
reason. I have no idea. I'm clicking red.
Let's do that. Instead of
Gosh.
getting the main 6, we get sunset shimmer. Oh.
Which word describes you the most?
Ketchup and mustard hair.
That's not one word.
Okay.
Oh, I was just elaborating on Sunset Shimmer's design.
Wait.
What word describes me the most?
Ketchup and mustard hair.
Sexy. Yeah, that's
I would
correct.
have to say Gargamelion.
Better than Nav.
That's not one word. You Tasmanian inbred.
You
Going
Tasmanian
with
devil.
Better than.
Going with process of elimination, we can
Actually,
cross
no.
out quiet and responsible.
I'm gonna go with shenanigans.
So
I don't know about
that
you,
sounds
but I
the
would
most like
shenan-
silly.
Again.
Okay.
All right, yeah, all right, that was done. Which present would you like to get on your birthday? A dress, a cowgirl hat, or a silly joke book?
The tents.
So you're all
You know-
Rarity, Applejack, or Pinkie Pie. I didn't know.
Out of those 3, I'd rather have the hat.
I kind of want the hat, too. But the silly joke book has like a face on it and it's laughing.
Yeah, but
You can't go wrong with a silly face that's laughing. Come
You
on,
can probably sell the dress for more than
ooh.
Yeah,
Or you could wear
You
it,
could sell the dress for a
you
pony.
did.
or stitch a
Alright,
pony
well, I
onto
heard-
it.
I heard cowgirl hat, so I'll do that.
I want a cowgirl hat.
Your favorite outfits are sparkly and colorful, comfortable so you can wear it,
Did you just
Or-
say nude?
Yes.
birthday
Yes.
suit, or
Oh yeah. There we go. Do it
play
for
clothes.
Slog.
so you- I'm just going to count that as play clothes because that's essentially the same thing.
Black, just like my heart.
And the rage inside.
When you grow up, you might like to be a clothing designer, a comedian, a farmer, or an athlete.
I feel like we've got to go comedian.
Where is Twilight Sparkle in all of this?
A farmer.
Oh, obviously.
Farmer?
Yeah, Twilight.
She's a farmer of knowledge.
Oh, there you go.
Have you ever met a kid who growing up wanted to be a farmer?
No.
No, but I've also never met a kid who growing up wanted to manage a McDonald's.
I kinda have. We aimed low in Ballina High. We aimed
I
low.
wanted to drive trains, and you know what? That's thanks, guys. Thanks for reminding me about my ruined dreams.
I actually wanted to be a writer, so
I wanted to be
I've always wanted to run my own podcast with
a lumber.
with competent people.
well,
That was
too bad.
aimed at Harry.
Hey, that's racist.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going with comedian. Oh no, we're gonna get Pinky!
Oh
No! Your favorite way to play with your My Little Pony friends?
Are you going to have a formal riot about this if we get Pinky?
Yes, I will have a very formal riot about this. Your favorite
Man, you
way
get-
to play with your My Little Pony friends is to give her lots of
Hugs.
hugs, brush her hair and make her beautiful, or read
Burn her.
stories with her.
Hugs.
no. Burn her.
I
Burn.
kind of just leave them on my shelf and let them collect dust.
No.
I throw them at people.
That's the next level.
cut all the hair off, turn the head around, and freak people
My bed
out.
has only room for the 20 plushies and me.
Scratch
Your
up.
wife
Not your
sleeps on the
wife.
floor.
Not my wife.
Move aside, honey. Twilight Sparkle sleeping here tonight. Alright, hugs.
Jeez.
God damn it!
We got
Oh, it goes
sunset
to
shimmer.
full
We got
Riot.
Pinkie Pie.
We
We got Pinkie
we
Pie.
are.
Here comes the formal riot.
Man, we sure made a hairy mess
But
of that
formal, you
Oh my
are
God.
the Pinkie Pie.
And then formal was Pinkie.
She keeps her pony friends laughing and smiling all day. Bull.
one. Not enough black.
Someone should do what blind bag pony are you?
Oh
I
gosh.
swear some of them just pulled out
I'm
of some
Bumble.
design's arse.
Bumble Blitz.
I've got a Cadence blind bag right here. Hello, Cadence.
Yeah.
I've got no blind bag.
I got one somewhere. I got an Applejack neon one. That was pretty
Well,
cool.
I've got pink pony brush set.
I have to
so-
say though, the Flim and Flam blind bags are extremely well done.
I've got one of them.
Yes, they are actually.
Yeah, I got the one with the small mustache.
That's Flam. Yeah, I think that's Flam.
And the cutie mark that is the full apple with the piece cut out, not the apple piece. My favorite thing about those characters, I love reoccurring voice actors. One of the voice actors for Flim or Flam, I can't remember which one, but he played like in the Bionicle movies when I was a kid. He was like Toatahu and Onua, which I thought was crazy when I found out
Toatahu.
about it. Because I was like, I could just imagine these really serious characters singing the Super Squeezy Side of 6000 song.
Super speedy cider squeezy
There
6000.
you go. He remembers it.
I feel bad that I know that.
You shouldn't.
The song was good, but all the remixes were bad.
Kind of like most of everything.
I don't know. Some songs had good remixes. Like
Sounds like Bats, except the original song was bad as well.
it wasn't too bad. The Living Tombstone remix is good.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
I sit down when I pee.
So just that looped for 3 minutes.
It's like a thing in the song. It's funny. It's there for comedic effect.
So, Slorg, are you ready to read about some beards?
Oh boy.
I was born
We
ready.
are at the one. We're roughly 1 hour in. So.
Yeah, as for a podcast where we went in and I was like, I don't know anything about the fandom. I don't know what's going on.
I don't keep up with the fandom at all. I'm just
You
really
are
good
a
at going off on
group
tangents.
admin.
I am,
You
but people
should
don't
be
post
keeping up
stuff.
with the fandom.
It's the between season breaks. People aren't active.
Yes, they are. More active than ever.
Nah.
Just for the record,
They have to be active, otherwise we'll die.
I'm wrapped in a Pinkie Pie blanket right now.
I want one.
I wanted to like you so badly, but you're from Detroit and like Pinkie Pie, and I just can't do it.
Hey, I never said I like Pinkie Pie. I just ride her often. And I did
want her
say
blanket.
right, not ride. Okay.
Why did you have to specify?
Oh, this is a fandom, you know.
Other ponies are for riding, not Pinkie Pie.
The ride never ends.
You know, now I just
Unless you're like Formal Riot and you like the young one, like.
now I just pictured Pinkie Pie sitting alone and crying because nobody will ride her.
Why?
That made me a little too happy.
Jesus Christ.
Fanfic forthcoming on that one. No.
Yeah!
Oh god.
The day no one would ride Pinkie Pie.
So
Actually, a
would that
horror.
just be like a feel fic or
It hit awkward comedy.
an awkward?
A little bit of
comedy?
both.
Sounds like my
Full
life.
of double entendre.
Yeah, it was like everywhere. And she doesn't understand that ride means sex and that no one wants to ride her because she's ugly.
Wow.
It writes
Wow.
itself.
Wow. You really don't like Pinkie Pie, do you?
No.
You know what?
Jesus.
I'm hugging my Pinkie Pie right now. Just for that.
Ooh. Saucy.
How does that make you feel?
I love you, Pinkie. I love you so much.
How does that make you feel, Max?
He loves Pinky more than he loves you. Man.
Yeah, are you
That's
jealous?
okay. That's fine. He's from Detroit. Everyone from Detroit's weird. I can say that because, like, my dad's dad, so my grandfather, that's the one who's from Detroit.
Wait, realize since you're west side and I'm east side, we're totally enemies. So,
Yeah.
Americans.
because that's how we do things. So who wants to hear about beards?
Oh, yeah, let's
I
do
want to
it.
hear about beards.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to remember what I wrote.
All right.
Alright.
Now, I don't want to remember.
Now
So.
remember, Harry, at any point you don't feel comfortable with Slorg finishing the fanfiction, too bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'll probably read it pretty badly, but you know,
It was written pretty badly, so that's okay.
I've got to work with what I've got. Okay. So, anyways, first test reading, I suppose you could say, Fanfic Fridays with Slorg,
On Thursdays when this gets released.
written by some guy. The story's called The Beards. Chapter 1, The Beards. One day, a boy, let's call him Steven, was having a euphoric day wearing one of his many fedoras. He went on to the internet like he did every day, and went on to his favorite portal, Sigt. You see what I did there? I changed the word halfway through, so you would think I was typing something else. When he witnessed an ad pop up for the Beards Club, he decided that he needed to join that club, so he started growing a beard. He grew the beard for a couple of weeks, so it was a decent-sized beard, and he figured that now he was ready to join the beard revolution. He figured that, since he was a wizard, Stephen had some mental issues and thought he was Harry Potter of some of the time, and a wizard needs a beard, it was a perfect political statement for him to make. Until one day he was walking down an alleyway. He was not sure why. Neither am I. Rhymed. I must be a poet, and I didn't even know it. And some bikers.
That would hurt.
God.
And some bikers ganged up on him and shaved off his beard. He screamed, "No, poo! My beard's gone away. What shall I do?" And the bikers sat him down and told him that life wasn't so bad. Had he not heard the story of the Amish boy and his beard? That situation was much way better. That sentence turned to... Wait, hold on. God damn it.
Sorry, but much way better.
So is Harry allowed to write fanfiction? Or?
I don't even know. Okay, back to the story. That sentence turned a poo really quickly than the one he was in. After all, it only takes a fortnight to grow a beard, and one of the bikey member guys, big bearded Bruce, asked him, "Who told you to shave off your beard?" Bill. Stephen said in a euphoric way, "It was you guys." And the biker said, "No, it wasn't. It's not at all. We did not do it. You must be crazy." Stephen...
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. How is your love life? Okay. Stephen remembered all of the times that he had thought he was a wizard with a beard, and said that yes, he probably was crazy. End of chapter 1. Chapter 2. Beards, beards, beards.
Why does it need 2 chapters?
Oh, there's more than 2.
There's 3. No, because each chapter title is a different album. All of the songs from all of the albums are in the story, and they're in the, like, track order that they are on the album.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do some magic for you guys, alright? Do it. You can hear absolutely nothing. There you can. Can you hear that? Can you hear it?
Wait, what?
I'm not sure if you're
not.
reading or like or annotating.
No, that was
He's not
that's
reading.
what we call an aside in the profession.
Ah.
Anyways, my wife was getting ice. We'll cut that out. Anyway, chapter 2, Beards, Beards, Beards. Another day, a different boy was born with a beard. His whole family was really, really shocked and didn't know what to say. They demanded that his vater and his father shave it off. When he grew up, the boy with the beard, he realized that his family has the been... What the... Jesus criminy. That's my phone.
We'll never know what happens to the boy with the beard.
Out! Okay, that was another aside. This
It's as if the universe is telling you to stop reading this, but we must go
yes.
We have to
See,
do
that
it
wasn't
for
even the
science.
phone. That was the intercom. God bloody hell. Okay, let's try this again. Chapter 2, Beards, Beards, Beards. Another day, a different boy was born with a beard. His whole family was really, really shocked and didn't know what to say. They demanded that his vater and his father shave it off. When he grew up, the boy with the beard, he realized that his family has did him because he had learned that no beard, no good. He started crying and crying, so he got on the internet and said, "Beards across Australia, unite!" When I was born, my family said, "Baby's got a beard," and shaved it off. I've since learned that if your dad doesn't have a beard, you've got two moms. And I vow to avenge my first shaven beard and do something really bad and hurtful. Not physically, that would just be mean. Row my family. His father saw the post and said, "Son, don't you say? If we'd have let you keep the beard, the other kids would have called you Weird Beard and beaten you up all the time. We did this for your own good, and you should be thanking us. You ungrateful little son of mine." Again, I rhymed. Booyah. I didn't actually rhyme. No, never mind, I did. I'll be quiet now. His mother come up and said to his dad, "We shaved off his beard for its own good. It's all because when I was young, my baby left me for a man without a beard. She wasn't into beard love. Also, although I've never told you, I'm apparently a bisexual, which is why I dated a woman. Now you can grew a beard, and also grow one, and you'll have the best beard out without being made fun of." The son just said, "Beard leave," and lived happily after that.
I feel like with how you're reading this, there should be someone in the background playing like a blues harmonica or something.
God damn.
Like in some dusty biker joint. Just,
There's one more chapter. Come on, guys.
we can make it.
We can do this.
My beard is slowly growing as you keep reading this.
That's the power is working. It's working. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Chapter 3. Having a beard is the new not having a beard. "I'm in the mood for beards," said a random lady in a shop. The customer said to her, "My mom told me to shave my beard once. This is a lot like the first story. Let's start again." "I'm in the mood for beards," said a random woman on the street. A man walking past said, "I have a beard." The lady had changed her mind and requested he shave hers, totally his, beard, and the man replied, "This beard stays. All my life I've been able to say I've got me a beard. It's great. You know, lady, yo should consider having sex with a bearded man." With that, the man walked away. He was going towards the bearded nation, and thought to himself, euphorically, "Still got my beard." When he got to the nation of beards, he walked into the beard accessory store, which was right next to the beard accessory store, and had a conversation to the store boss seller guy about why having a beard is better than not having a beard. The beard, for it was a beard selling beard accessories to bearded men in the beard nation, said, "I think beards are great." The two men, though one was a beard, chanted, "BEARD, there's nothing better than having a beard." Then they listened to Beard Relayed song number 38 and went to sleep. The end. And that's the end. There's some stuff in parentheses at the bottom. I'm going to read you that too. By the way, everything in italics is a song by Australian comedy band The Beards. The chapter titles are the album names. I did all the songs in order in a sort of sensical sauterie. You're welcome. Second, the end.
Wow.
So that's what I spent about an hour doing one day.
God.
An hour.
Hour.
No, I think it might have been like half an hour.
Yeah.
Did you spend the other half an hour like contemplating killing yourself? Or?
No, I was really proud.
10 out of 10. 10
This-
out of 10.
okay,
This
You
was
approved.
absolutely as funny as the first time someone read it just after I'd first written it.
That was beautiful. Pros? I like beards. Cons? Spell check is your friend.
Look, it would not have been the same challenge with spell check or backspacing.
Or backspacing. Or backspacing.
God.
So,
Life is too short for backspacing.
But, you know, I can get behind that line of thinking.
Life is too short for backspace.
Life is too short for the backspace key.
Whereas when I actually try and write things, it takes me an hour to write like 2 sentences. Then I backspace them.
that's the fun part of being a writer. You just stare at the screen for a few hours. And you're actually, you can, even if you don't write anything down, you can be happy with the fact that you did some work because you thought about it.
Yeah, I've had...
I didn't do creative writing well at all.
Oh.
I enjoy creative storytelling, but I cannot write to save my life. I can outline, and I can...
I was like, please give me an essay any day over creative writing.
Oh, I will essay that. I'll essay people under the table.
My half-yearly exam in middle school was like 3 essays. Best.
Best example.
Best.
I hate essays.
Best.
Essays. Why did I say essays?
Backspace.
Essays, man.
You need to backspace your speech.
So, we should start moving on to the next topic here. So, that is a small I don't know. Is it a small preview of what you're going to hear on Friday Night Fanfiction with TheSlorg?
I'll probably not do that
hope.
voice all the time.
Oh, the voice made it. Like,
Yeah.
or is it because there's many voices to
Yeah,
come?
depends on the
yeah.
story. Depends on the story.
So, I think you may be starting with half-minute mares.
Half-minute horses.
Half-minute horses.
Yes.
I keep getting it. I don't know why I do that. I just do that.
Which is based off of Half-Minute Hero, which is another video game.
Oh, I don't know what either of those things are.
Well, basically, let's do a preview. A little preview, just the synopsis of the story. An evil lord learns of a forbidden spell that will destroy the world. Naturally, he intends to cast it. No problem. Princess Celestia and Luna will just send Twilight Sparkle to go stop him. That usually does the trick. But there's only one catch. There are only 30 seconds remaining to stop him before the spell is completed. It's a comedy, fun for the whole family. She dies a lot.
That sounds like fun.
That's
Oh.
spoiler
Oh,
warning.
yeah.
She dies a lot.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, no,
So Half-Minute Heroes is a
Yeah,
video game?
it's actually a really fun little game. You've got 30 seconds to again defeat the evil lord, spreading around these evil spells. If you beat him up, he's like, oh, well, guess what? I taught it to another evil lord, so then they got to go fight another evil lord in 30 seconds or less. And yeah, pretty cool. And at the end, if you win, you get to play 3-second hero.
Jesus.
And I beat that.
I'm absolutely going to play this game. This sounds like a really rage-inducing game.
Yeah.
Which is probably why PewDiePie is the 4th result on Google.
I found a game.
What is it?
Ye old time full slapping simulator.
What?
Like, apparently you play as Granny Smith and slap Babseed.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Go for it. Yeah, why not?
Well, it's that straightforward. But then, like, the amount of hits you get, like, is your combo. Like,
Are there like special moves?
no,
Can you do like Hadouken?
no, you just slap
Go
bad
on.
seeds.
Go on, code. Slap her in the next week. What the hell?
Sounds like another fanfic.
Yeah. Oh god.
Those are the best fan fictions.
Granny Smith and slapping bad seed.
Anything with Granny Smith is a good fanfic. That's
Alright,
my
yeah.
ultimatum for the day.
I read one shipfic between... What's that tree called that they took to Brayburn, that one episode?
Bloomberg.
Yeah, I read one shipfic between Bloomberg and like one of the rocks on their apple farm.
I thought there was like tons of Bloomberg Tom ship fics that came out because, you know, two inanimate objects with names, they must have all the inanimate babies.
Oh my gosh. Apparently in the MLP manga, there's a ship between Twilight's library and then just like another random tree. And they're both alive. And the other tree comes over and it's like, nah, you're a grand tree.
There's a manga?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
God, I thought the comics were enough. The comics are great.
But where would you get
Right.
tree-on-tree action in the comics?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. I'm perfectly fine with my trees being inanimate. Like, perfectly fine.
Actually,
Ooh, Cadence toss.
Jesus Christ. But then like an Angry Birds version, except it's just
Yeah, it kind of
Cadence.
is like not Angry Birds, it's more like a Flappy Birds version
Oh my gosh.
with
Oh
Cadence.
Jesus!
Did you know the
this
guy
is
who
like
made
the
Flappy
gaming
Bird?
part of the podcast?
The guy who made Flappy Bird made a second game,
Really?
and it's called Swing Copters, and like you have to go up, and each tap changes the direction of the little character. But he's also got momentum, so if you tap it like right before the edge of the screen, the momentum will still carry him into the wall.
That'll be a pain to play.
And for some reason, my phone plays it slower than other phones. So like it doesn't lag, it's just the character moves slower, so you have more time to react.
Wow. It's pretty lucky. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Sweet.
Do we have any other bullet points to talk about?
God, yeah, we would talk about stuff, and then we're like, oh, don't talk about it yet, or save it for the podcast.
Oh,
and then-
so hey, Slorg got a birthday card, but it's not his birthday.
There it
hey!
is.
Yay!
Hey!
This was an interesting story.
Okay, yeah, so my wife went out, did some shopping, as wives tend to do, and she came back and she had a couple of birthday cards. And of course, it's not my birthday anytime soon, thank goodness. But yeah, she got me a Twilight Sparkle birthday card and a Princess Celestia birthday card, and just because she knows I love the ponies, and I thought that was really sweet of her. Fantastic. I've got him in my hand. I'm hugging him to my chest right now.
What does Princess Celestia say to you on your birthday?
I haven't actually opened it. It's in plastic. Is it?
Does she make you an alicorn?
These are, you know what, for birthday cards. Now, the Twilight Sparkle one, to give you an idea, it has the vector, you know, the one that's always on everything.
Is that the one with the pointy nose?
Yeah, she's got the pointy nose. She's staring at you like with the weird eyes, and it's got some sparkles in the background. Everything's purple, you know, different shades of purple. Like literally everything on this card is purple. And
Someone had a heyday with the blue ink.
this one, yeah,
A heyday?
this one's, you know, this one's not as good as the Celestia one, but I tell you, it's in a plastic sheath, like covering to protect it. So this is actually better than a lot of the birthday cards I've seen that are out there, where you just pick a card out and then pick an envelope and shove it in there and buy it. This is actually, you know, a little bit of quality and care put into this. The Celestia one, however, this is a Celestia image I have never seen before. I don't know if this is fan art or what, but this is an image. And this is is that texture? They've got texture on this thing too. Birthday. It says birthday princess, so I'm the birthday princess.
Oh.
Yay!
It's got some texturing on there. Birthday is in rainbow starting with red and then orange and yellow and blue. And we've got Princess Celestia in flight, sort of looking behind her at a rainbow. And yeah, this one's, in my opinion, much higher quality art than you might expect from official stuff. And again, nice plastic covering to protect it. Little My Little Pony stamp on the front. So very nice.
Authenticity.
Now you're an official princess.
Yes, by World Greetings, made in China. Recycle for the future, it says.
So can you just go to China and like get people to do whatever you want because you're a
I
princess?
think so.
See this birthday card my wife got me.
It's not my
Certifies that I
birthday,
am
but
in
it's
fact
still.
an
Oh, hey,
adult.
wait, it does have different things. Twilight Sparkle says, have lots of fun on your birthday. So thank you, generic Twilight.
Oh.
And Princess Celestia says, hope your day is special in every way. And that one is written in cursive. So that's
Ooh.
Fancy princess
clearly,
writing right there.
clearly Twilight is being outclassed here. Oh, and she does not have her wings on this one.
Yeah.
Someone will be happy about that. Alternatively, someone will be extremely annoyed.
They'll be grinding their teeth in the basement.
People have calmed down by now about the whole wing thing, haven't they?
I think
Most
my
people
favorite
have.
thing was a little while ago. Horse News released their the Twilicon scale.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called the Twilicon scale or something. It was like their scale for measuring brony shitstorms. Like
Yeah.
class 4 being Twilicon,
Yeah.
class 1 being, I don't know, stupid things like a rider being fired or something. I know, but Sydney was recent, so class 2 was like failed conventions. Example,
Cool.
Sydney. And class 3 was like voice actors getting mad and stuff.
Cool. So, but
Didn't the
so
voice
Sydney was a
actor
class
just-
2. Okay.
Didn't the voice actor
It was
just
a
leave
class
the
2
show?
shitstorm.
Awesome. I'm glad now we have an official ranking
Now,
for it.
yeah, now we have a scale. it was approximately like 1/4 Twilicon,
Oh.
and then class 5 is theoretical. It's supposed to be the end of the fandom.
Oh, here's something that like actually I'll embarrass myself. So like, Slorg, you were at
Arg.
were you at Salvage Con?
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
on the
speaking.
writers panel.
Yeah.
That's right.
You were up there
on
with
the
him.
panel. I know. This is why I said the embarrassing part.
Slorg
I missed the
picked
beginning of
me
the
up
writers
off
panel,
the
so I actually had
ground,
no
and I
idea
like,
who was.
What? Someone can carry me. What the?
Hey, I was emceeing it and I had no idea who anyone was except for TheSlorg. Because I didn't write anyone's names down or where
What
they were
was
sitting.
your story on the writers panel,
Mine?
Slorg?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I wrote what was it? Oh, it was Lyra and Bonbon one, I think. And I was trying to like write like my problem was I was trying to write an actual story. And
Yes.
and
You never want to
and
do
that you gotta make sacrifices, and I'm not the type of person to do that in my story. So
You will not sacrifice your.
that and like all of my readers forgot how to like cheer because I think they all clapped instead of cheered, and then it was like, hey everyone, cheer for the next guy, and like everybody's cheered, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was just sitting there like, okay, well, thanks guys.
I think we can segue that one though to talking about convention news.
Oh yeah. So SalvageCon 2.
No,
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 we're not talking about this.
that's not going to be a thing, is it?
I can't confirm or deny.
Well, that is very
No
interesting.
comment. Cut this out.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes.
Look, there's always the possibility of having a second thing. of
All I'm
one.
saying is it's going to be discussed at some point in the near future, and that's all.
So
So no
don't get
promises.
excited or
Either way.
unexcited or ignore this entire announcement altogether.
It wasn't
What?
really an announcement.
We should absolutely just cut this out.
Yes, that.
We haven't said anything.
No, which is why it should be cut out. There's nothing to be said.
But, like, I think what people have to understand is, like, the fact that it was so successful is because there was another convention there to fail. So there's a lot of things in place for us to just take and not have it go to waste. So if a second one was to happen...
All we need to do for a second one is wait for Moons to get on another convention team.
Oh boy.
Shots fired.
I don't think that will ever happen. No, what I mean to say is, for a second one, the thing that will happen is that, like, it won't be, unless we can pull money out of our collective asses, there will be no voice actors or anything like that. It would be a really small one-day event at most.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon the most we'll have is probably Paul Abstruse or something.
Hopefully Ryan K. Lindsay this time. I know he was busy
Maybe.
during...
Yeah. I can't remember.
But Slorg will be there.
Oh yeah, Slorg will be there too.
Slorg will be there.
Hey,
That's reason to
Slorg
go.
will be our very special guest. We'll act like we're getting a voice actor for the convention that may or not may or
Why
may not
didn't
be
we
happening.
pretend Slorg is a voice actor? Let's
He
do
has the
that.
voice
we'll,
for
We'll
it.
invite Slorg, and then, like, we'll tell everyone that Slorg is, like, he plays Twilight Sparkle, and then...
Well, yeah, and then we'll just like put him behind a curtain, like on the stage, so no one can see who it is.
And just play
Slorg,
sound
give us
bites.
No,
Yeah, give us your best Twilight Sparkle impression.
Yeah, and we'll be like, well, everyone, see if you can guess who it is from their Twilight Sparkle impression. And then it'll be Slorg.
Dear Princess Celestia.
Today I learned about the magic of friendship.
I can
think
Today
that
I
would
hit
be an
puberty.
incredible way to like show off Peter New at a convention like this.
Oh man, that would have been great. That would have been amazing.
I used to be able to do a good Big Mac.
Yep.
Didn't you do that for Peter?
I think, yeah, there's a recording of it somewhere.
That's cool.
But
Yeah, that would have been great. I'm still the only person with a recording of Ashley Ball having a gay time. Only person.
I've seen that recording. I feel privileged.
Yeah, you have to meet me to see the recording, and you need to like inquire about it. I just don't give free showings of something so amazing.
Yeah,
Price.
can verify that. Still haven't seen it.
'Cause I'm gonna send it to you all the way in Perth.
Just
Well,
mail
until
it.
you send it to me, I don't believe it exists.
It exists.
It does.
It
I can
exists.
second that.
There are reasons I can't share it. Yeah.
Just like Tasmanian devils, they don't exist.
Hey, I'm a Tasmanian devil.
No, you're not.
See, that joke would have been funny if I had made it funny.
Yeah, no, it's not just that, but like Tasmanian devils don't exist. I
Like they
don't.
never existed.
Every time I go to like a zoo or someplace and see the Tasmanian devil exhibit, it's just an empty cage or whatever habitat
I
with
saw
nothing in
them-
it, and like the people are always, oh, they're just sleeping under the rocks or something. Like, no, they don't exist.
No, one time I went to a zoo at school, and it wasn't
They
at
tried
the
to
school.
lock
It was
Harry up,
it was a
thinking some of the
school
monkeys got out.
excursion, and we saw two devils just running around, and maybe they were the two last Tasmanian devils.
Are you sure they weren't like
Died.
small dogs or something?
Yeah,
There's
they.
two
I'm
corgis
pretty.
with masks.
I mean, I
running
was
around in
quite
cage.
young. They may have tricked me.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's pretty easy to trick a Tasmanian. I mean, we
Yeah, you
did
just
trick
give
them
only one
into
hat
living in
and they don't know
Tasmania.
what to do.
So tricking them more wouldn't be a problem.
you think this would be like the when the British sent the prisoners over, they would have been like the super prisoners go to Tasmania,
All the stupid ones go to Tasmania.
kind of like a giant Alcatraz.
The ones that we don't want to know about anymore. I have to say, have you guys seen that American horror film called Tasmanian Devil? I think it's American.
Is that a real thing?
It's so terrible. It's so bad. It is the worst thing I've ever watched.
I absolutely need to watch. Did you know that there's a Bill Cosby film called Ghost Dad?
Yes.
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why is the honest question?
Why not is the honest answer.
Did you know that you can go to FimFiction, click on Browse, Top All Time, and then click Last Page to find the worst stories of all time?
Yes, I did know that, and I've had so much fun doing that.
Didn't you know you could go bushwalking in Australia, find a steak, step on it, get bit, and die?
Yes.
But Slorg, by doing that, that's how I found, like, okay, already I knew it was going to be bad because it is a Sonic crossover, but it was the worst Sonic crossover. So just think about that.
Gotta go fast.
All the badness that is a Sonic crossover, and then the worst of that.
You know
It
what?
was great.
Does it have the obligatory Sonic and Rainbow Dash shipping because they both?
Yes,
apparently
it had
go
that
fast?
within the first 2 pages.
Oh god.
Sonic adopted Scootaloo,
Oh,
and then asked her what her name was.
Oh my god.
In that order.
That is beautiful.
After saving her from, like, Timberwolves or something.
Father of the year right there.
But yeah, the Rainbow Dash love scene pretty much equated to exactly as you'd expect. Sonic beats Dash in a race, Dash gets sad, then falls in love.
Actually, I
that is not the way that would work.
That's how love works, kids.
So yeah,
Oh
just
my
beat
God.
your, like, desirable partner in a race, and they will get really sad, and then you comfort them, and then they fall in love with you instantly. And they'll want to adopt a kid with you. Probably some kid that they'll find in the backwoods. Just go with it.
that's how Equestria was made.
Oh,
Hey,
oh my
And
God.
that's when I stopped reading.
And that's how babies.
Speaking of bad fanfics, I actually have just found, hidden within the files of my computer, one of the very first fanfictions I ever wrote.
Oh my.
And it is about Jurassic Park.
Oh,
That's actually kind of cool.
Jurassic Park as it
How-
should have
how many
happened.
words?
It's written...
Oh,
Now, you can tell this is bad because it's written in the, like, the play style, you know, where it has the person's name and then what they're
Oh.
doing. And
Ooh.
so it's pretty bad.
It also has like a dramatis personae at the start or something.
It's just terrible.
Isn't that what you do when you don't know how to write a story but want to tell a story?
Yes.
Ah. See, I have no problems with that if it's an interesting enough story. Like, yeah, I wouldn't call it a good fanfic, but if it's an interesting story, it'll keep your attention at least.
Written like a play, isn't it like how most Shakespeare
Yeah.
is written?
Yeah, you're just writing Shakespeare. You started at the top.
only, not quite.
God.
Oh man,
He's writing the New Age Othello about Jurassic Park.
I need to send this to you guys. It's, hold on, it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chapters and less than a page and a half long.
You should definitely
What?
another sample of fanfiction. TheSlorg.
I think we should save... My vote would be to save that for next episode.
I don't know. I really want to hear it now.
I put a disclaimer on it, by the way. It says, I don't own any of the characters or names in this, but I'm using them anyway. Sue me, I dare you. Good old
I
young
hope someone
Slorgy.
takes you up on that
so
dare.
edgy.
Oh man,
I hope someone
George
takes
Lucas
you
is
up on that
gonna take you to court now.
Oh my god. It's not finished either, I can see. It ends after chapter 4 with, you know Gennaro? The lawyer guy from Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
bitten by the T-Rex.
Yeah, he's kicking a broken computer and screaming, "Yeah, to hell with you, computer! To hell!" And then he kicks it again, and that's the end.
Someone told me that the Jurassic Park books are so much more graphic than the movies.
Oh, they're
They
good,
are.
and what's his name dies, like, in the first one. The old dude.
Yeah.
The,
Everyone dies in the...
like the owner of
Yeah.
the park.
Yeah.
Really?
He dies in the first one, so he never, can't possibly show up for the second film if he's dead in the first book. Whatever.
The first the first one at least was kinda like the movie. Like the movie was kinda like the book, but the Lost World movie and book are completely different.
Yeah, because I think part of what happens in part 3 in the movies actually takes place in the first book. Like, that's the whole setup, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird. But, no, everybody wants to forget about part 3 anyways.
There's a whole lot of like other context in those films that I never got. Like, it feels like there is a deeper story going on that I've never understood.
It generally is in films. Films are good like that.
Isn't there like... Am I thinking of the right movie where the dinosaurs somehow managed to get like onto mainland?
That's the second one.
And it was just a T-Rex.
Yeah, that never happened in the book, I don't believe. Unless I'm distinctly forgetting a very important part of the book.
Nah, that never happened.
Yeah. You know what was actually a good movie I saw yesterday? Wow, we are grasping at tangents. 9. The animated movie?
Was it?
Oh, the steampunk one.
Yeah, the steampunk ragdoll-y one.
Yeah.
That was not a kid's movie.
With the
I thought that was going to
stitchy
be like a
fonts and
kid's
stuff.
movie. That's not a kid's movie. That
Oh,
that movie is
definitely not.
dark, nightmare fuel, and I'm not going to go into too much spoilers about it, but
It's no.
One of the
reckon
themes
you
is
probably
death.
can because
one of the themes is death. Let's just put it that way.
I'd say go through with spoilers because that movie has been out since 2010,
2009.
9. There you go.
But yeah, well, point is, don't get attached to any of the characters. One of the themes is death, and it was dark, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's sort of like in the way that they sort of kill off the characters in that movie is
Oh,
like at the same time as much of a love story as you would expect between two ragdolls. It's somehow there.
yeah, it's
And then they just get taken away so suddenly.
Yeah,
It's actually sort of
it is
unnerving.
traumatic.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
one
know-
of those stories.
I don't know how you make the death of a ragdoll graphic, but like it was pretty graphic.
Yeah, some of them is just like, what the hell?
Oh,
would
great
watch that
movie,
movie.
kids. Go scar yourselves.
Alright.
Please.
Just for the fun of it, I'm copy-pasting the story into chat.
Ooh,
Harry gets to read this one.
Oh. I'm so excited.
You're gonna read a slog.
Oh, into chat. I'm gonna copy paste that into a Word.
Save all the format.
I'm so sorry.
Oh man, we're just going at it tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
This is the fan fiction podcast.
Yeah. Well, we are introducing TheSlorg, so...
Yeah, so it might as well be. This is the fan fiction.
Yes.
podcast.
Next week I'll just be quiet for most of the time.
Yeah.
Once my laptop catches up and Word opens...
Alright, assuming the silent bit gets edited out, or even if not, I'm still really hype on doing like let's play game thing.
Okay,
Yes.
so what would we call that?
Let's play game thing.
There's got to be something more original than like Hoofwave plays or Let's Play or...
We play.
Buck this game.
We are bad. Hoofwave is bad at games. Leave it at that.
Hoofwave says buck this game.
Hoofwave presents We Are Bad at Games.
Yeah, why not?
That works.
Do that. Let's come up for it with a name in the first recording or something. Oh, that'd be great.
Oh no! Woo! Woo! Ah,
My favourite thing about, just from this quick glance at this fanfic TheSlorg, is that it just starts off with Jurassic Park, as it should have happened.
Yes, and that's before the whole "as it should have ended" sort of thing popped up on YouTube.
It's original.
Yes, so original.
Alright. So should I jump into this, or should we leave it for a little while?
How many chapters is it?
4, apparently, but
Let's read the first 2 chapters.
it is 900 words.
The first
I think you can.
4 chapters, 900 words. There we go.
So, this has been submitted to you on the Jurassic Park variant of EQD.
No.
What do you write back to the author?
Oh God. Learn to write, please.
Do not submit again.
Actually, to be
do not touch any form.
to be honest,
Come
to be
back
honest,
in 5 years.
if this came by on EQD or whatever, this would get the form letter. It would get the form letter. You know, oh, thank you for submitting to blah blah blah. You know, we're sorry to tell you that we can't accept it at this time in its current form. Here's some places where you can get help. Please go there, and that sort of thing.
One of them is the suicide hotline.
Oh my god. Actually, here's a legitimate question. What is the best rage response you've gotten from someone whose fic you've rejected?
Actually, now this is weird because I've rejected a lot of stories. Like, I haven't been an EQ. I mean, it's been about a year, but yeah, for the vast majority have been rejections, and I personally haven't had a single person rage at me, which is very weird. However, we did just get a raging and sort of in general one recently. It was kind of funny. It was just let me see if I can find it. It was, hey, fuck y'all, why you not make my story on there?
I can imagine.
That's why.
Oh, it's good to see my letter got through.
So yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Here's another legitimate question. Do you get too many submissions to give each one like a personal piece of advice?
Yes.
And so you actually have to use like the form?
Yeah, actually, we actually had to stop giving personal feedback. Now, there are pre-readers who will do it anyway with pretty much everything that they send, unless it's like so god-awful that it doesn't even deserve a response. But yeah, we as a rule, we sort of did away with personal recommendations altogether, simply because we were so far behind. Like, this was going on 3 months response time per story.
Ooh.
So and you can imagine, you know, pre-readers are getting burnt out because it's a lot of time, and we were getting, you know, 100k 200k stories submitted, and they expect a quick turnaround on that, and that's just not going to happen, you know, because even if we don't read the whole story, we read the first couple of chapters or whatever, you still have to at least browse through the rest of it just to make sure there isn't some thing hidden in there that really shouldn't be on the blog. So yeah, we went down to just sort of the standard form letter. But if, for me personally, if someone's kind of close and it's not, you know, so bad that it doesn't deserve it, I'll usually give them a little bit of feedback, just regardless, just to sort of push them in the right direction. I'll give them a couple of examples of where they went wrong, and I'll make a note of it saying, look, this isn't everything that we found, but this should point you in the right direction because the rest of the issues are very similar to this. And then they've got, you know, 3 or 4 examples. So I figure that's about the most fair way of doing it, while keeping my sanity.
Okay. That's fair enough. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Good showing. Good job.
Oh boy. So, I reckon, Harry, you formatted that thing. Let's hear the first 2 chapters of that. And then maybe begin to wrap up.
Yeah, it's hanging out in a Word document here. So do you want me to just read the first 2, or go
Let's
ahead
go
and
for
read
the
all?
first 2 chapters.
And then we'll see where we're at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see where we're at and play the rest of it next. next podcast. Next week.
Yes.
Max gets to organize that one.
Oh boy.
Mm.
That's
So that means you gotta count us in. You gotta choose what we talk about.
oh.
and
You
get
have
to
made the mistake
organize the
that
times.
Flamecaster made.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So
we're gonna
like
have
every third podcast it's gonna go me, Harry, and then Max.
Okay, so every third podcast is just going to be a 2-hour bleep.
So the organized one is gonna be me.
Oh,
The one
I'm
that kind of
organized.
craps on about is going to be Harry, and then we'll get to see what Max is going to be like.
Oh, we get to have fun with mine. I'm making it sound evil. Oh, I'm gonna find my own special guest, and we're gonna talk about things and play music, and it's gonna be a party.
Oh boy, I can't wait already.
We're gonna have ponies. Yeah,
Oh.
ponies.
On a scale of 1 to party, how party will it be?
Pinkie Pie.
No, I will deliberately dumb down the party so it's not at Pinkie Pie level.
Scootaloo out of party?
I'm gonna go with bulk biceps.
Both biceps.
You know, steroid pony.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's gonna be screaming, yeah. Because,
Void
it's
Rage,
awesome.
as I like to call him.
Oh.
I thought his name was Snowflake.
Yeah, but my friend and I came up with Void Rage.
I like Roid Rage. I like...
Definitely not a kid.
Read, let's learn about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, let's... I'm going to preface this reading by the fact that I've seen, I think, only the first movie, and that was a long time ago. So this is probably not going to make any sense to me. Jurassic Park, as it should have happened. A fanfic by TheSlorg. Disclaimer, I don't own any of the characters or names in this, but I'm using them anyway. Sue me, I dare you. Chapter 1. Setting. On an island near Costa Rica, a family consisting of a father, a mother, and a daughter has arrived on an empty beach to begin their vacation. Father, stepping out of his Land Rover. Hey, yeah, check it out. The whole beach is ours. I told you I'd deliver. Mother. Yeah, alright. Don't be an ass about it. The family exits the vehicle, sets up some chairs and towels out on the beach. Daughter. I'm bored. I want to go shopping. Someone buy me a new dress. Mother. Dear, you know there aren't any shops around. Just try to enjoy yourself. Daughter, under her breath. I'd enjoy it a lot more if you let me bring my damn DS like I wanted.
Did they even have DSs then?
No! Not when the
Didn't
movie
think
came
so.
out.
Wow. I'm so into the story right now.
Remember, this is written by the person who has people thanking them for making him cry. Or, like, the same author. That's
When
Thank
was
you
this
for teaching me
written
that I can still hate myself for reading.
I can't remember when I wrote it, but it was... Yeah, it's been a while.
Mother, I heard that. Get out of my face before I break yours, missy. The daughter spins around
Jesus
angrily and
Christ.
walks away from her family to a more secluded area of the beach. Father high-fives mother for getting rid of, in quotes, the brat,
Wow.
which goes unnoticed by daughter. At the end of chapter 1.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but just any mother who will tell, like, get out of here before I break your face.
And then high-five her husband.
That reminds me of, okay, this is a bit of a stretch too. Have you guys ever read the comic Monroe?
No.
No.
Like, it was in Mad magazines?
Ah, no, I haven't.
Okay, never mind that, but that just reminded me of that, that's all.
Does each chapter starts with a setting. And I'm pretty sure they're all pretty much the same.
Well, you gotta read it anyway. Chapter 2, go.
Chapter 2. Setting. Daughter is alone in a secluded area of the island beach. She picks up some stones and throws them at nearby birds. As she begins to pick up another stone, she notices a large lizard, about a foot tall, emerge from the tree lying along the beach. She moves toward it. Daughter. Oh look, it's a silly, stupid lizard that lives on this stupid shop-free island. Maybe I can capture it and trade it to some dumb boy at school for a new DS game. Daughter moves towards the lizard, who seems completely unafraid of her. She holds out her hand and it jumps lightly onto it. A foot-tall lizard, right, jumps onto her hand.
Nice.
That is,
Jumps
highly
lightly onto it.
realistic.
The lizard weighs much less than she thought it would. Oh, good. You explained it. Daughter. You know, you're kind of cute, little lizard. I bet I can get 2 DS games if I offer to kiss a boy as well as give you to him. Setting change. Setting. Mother and father are chilling out on the beach, drinking beers and doing jello shots when they hear screams in the distance. Father. Oh Christ, that sounds like our daughter. She's probably got her period again.
Oh! Whoa!
Let's go get her before she kills something. Father and mother run off towards daughter screaming. End chapter 2.
Towards
Okay.
screaming.
I'm sorry, but
What are they screaming?
No, Nav.
I need to
I
do the
need
rest.
to finish this. This is important to me.
What are they
We-
screaming?
I
That's
was-
what's important to
I
me.
wasn't going to stop you. Please continue. I know I said we would save it, but I just can't.
What are they screaming?
Wow.
Okay. Chapter 3. Setting, Costa Rica. Marty Guitzerez sits in his small lab. He's an expert on local animal species and has been recently consulted to identify a sudden string of lizard sightings by local tourists to the various islands. He is currently on the phone. Marty into the phone. So, you're saying the thing bit the girl? How many times? Jesus, what did she do to it? Grab it by the tail and shake it? She killed it? Do you have a specimen for me to analyze? Great. Send me its corpse and I'll let you know if it was poisonous. Judging by your description, I have an idea of what species it was, but I want to be certain. Yeah, your daughter should be fine, but I'd rather study it to be certain. Yes, thank you. You can send it straight away. Alright, take care. He hangs up the phone. Marty to himself. Stupid effing tourists. How much more of these idiots do I have to put up with before I retire? Why do they always have to touch the lizards? He rolls his eyes and goes back to snorting the line of cocaine on his desk.
What?
In chapter 3.
I didn't see that one coming, did ya?
Are you bullshitting right now, Harry?
No.
Is that what's actually...
It says that.
Was that in reference to the writer, or... Alright, one
Oh
more
my
chapter,
God.
we can do it.
What would we could do it?
Sorry.
Chapter 4. Setting. An dig site somewhere in Utah. There are partially exposed dinosaur skeletons scattered here and there. Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler are overlooking several young paleontology students as they assist in carefully uncovering the fossils. Student 1. Dr. Grant, we're ready to try again. Alan Grant. If you did it right the first time, we wouldn't be wasting our time trying again, would we? Student 1 mumbles. Sorry, sir. Alan Grant. Just shut up and let's get this over with. They walk over to a cheap computer setup. Apparently it's used to view images of fossils on the ground. Alan Grant. Alright, go ahead. Student 2 lights a fuse. Here goes! Ellie Sattler. Wait, why are you lighting a fuse? Everyone is knocked to the ground by the concussive force of the dynamite blast. Dirt, sand, rock, and fossil fragments rain down all around them. Alan Grant. You stupid idiots! You don't use dynamites for the fossil scan! Student 1. Well, but it was pretty effing cool, right? Everyone is interrupted when an aeroplane is heard flying low overhead. They look up and see someone has leapt from the plane and is descending quickly towards the dig site. Student 2 pointing. Holy shit, that dude is hardcore. Alan Grant. That dude is insane! Ellie Sattler squinting into the sky. Isn't that the lawyer from InGen? Donald Gennaro falling from the sky. Yeah, bitches! Donald Gennaro pulls a ripcord and opens his parachute at the last second. He crashes into the cheap computer equipment that lands on his feet. He removes a large serrated knife from out of nowhere and cuts his parachute loose. He looks around and sees the ruined computer equipment. Donald Gennaro kicks the broken computer. Yeah, to hell with you, computer! To hell! Kicks it again.
The end.
So, can you please finish that fiction, Slorg? Please.
Please. Please and thank you. I want to know how it ends.
So, Slorg, I just want to point out that at one point you thought this is what Jurassic Park should have been.
I think I'm inclined to agree.
At least the sequel. At least the sequels.
Well, like, I always thought Gennaro got a bad rap, alright? So, you know, make him a body... He is a bodybuilder, by the way, in this. I remember now. He was, you know, super Herculean muscles and everything, jumping out of the plane, breaking everything in sight. Yeah, that's Gennaro for you.
On that note, we've almost hit 2 hours. So it's
Yeah.
about time to
God.
wrap up.
Wow, for a podcast that had no plan behind it, we hit 2 hours.
Well,
And now I have more plans, stuff to contribute. Oh boy.
next time I can play an annoying game.
Oh, you will be.
You need to...
But you're not going to be choosing what you're playing. I will be.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
thanks for watching,
God.
those of you who are watching. We're Hoofwave. This is our podcast that we do.
Thanks for watching our audio.
Yeah, we do this every second Thursday?
It turns every second Thursday. I'm trying to release on Thursdays. Yeah. So yeah, fortnightly on Thursdays is when we're trying to release these. Our constant members are myself, Harry, and Max. Every now and again, we're going to get in people like TheSlorg and our other MCs who are doing their little shows here and there. So you should always look out for them. It's a whole group fun project.
It's
Can
a
we have
whole
the?
new
Can we have
world.
like the NSFW one next week or next show?
The guy who's
Greenland?
doing it.
Yeah,
Brandon on the podcast.
I think that's where we introduce him.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Oh,
we could.
We could.
we could.
We could.
I think you
We
should.
could. I think we
Yeah.
should.
Sure. Why? I'll think about it.
Do it, Philip.
Alright.
Alright, so I guess we'll wrap it up. Harry, it's
Yeah.
your job this season.
Yeah, well that kind of was a wrap up, but
Do it again.
thanks for watching, y'all. We've been Hoofwave. We've been
You
Navin,
would definitely
Max,
tell
myself,
me.
Harry, and TheSlorg.
Sorry.
Our very special guest who voices Twilight Sparkle on My Little Pony.
Yeah, look out for him at SalvageCon 2. I'm not confirming that.
Some 2, which may or may not happen.
I can 100% guarantee that he will be the voice of Twilight at SalvageCon 2.
We'll just have a SlorgCon 2015.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. and then Slorg will give out signed printed copies of his Jurassic Park fan fiction.
Yes!
Sign it with my face.
One half of the room will be reading all of his really good, really sad ones, and then the other half will be reading the Jurassic Park one.
All you have to do is change the characters to ponies, upload that on FimFiction, and I guarantee you that will be, like, top fit.
You have the choice to put your own fan fictions onto EQD.
No.
You should.
I want to change the characters and then send it into EQD.
I can imagine you could just post that one day and just be like,
Can I send that to EQD pretending
No,
to be you, or will you
I-
actually
I
lose your
wanna-
position as, like, one of the, like, readers?
I'd probably get contacted by the entire staff. Like, what were you thinking?
why is Alyssa guy doing cocaine?
Oh my god.
What
Alright.
is with you and hard drugs?
If I change it to Trixie, it'll be posted.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And on that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I should hit stop.